Hi everyone, welcome to Fire Mountain Gems and Beads again, and we're featuring another gemstone of the month. This time it's Sodalite. Some people call this a poor man's lapis, and you can see it comes in a wide variety of colors. We even have one that's called orange Sodalite. Very pretty and very inexpensive. Let's go into our project. So today what I want to make for you is this earring. Super simple. It's just a series of links. It's got lots of nice movement to it, so it looks very pretty when you're wearing it. Let's start with a head pin. This is a short 21 gauge, 21 gauge, 1 inch head pin. And I'm only going to put this one bead on it, so I don't need a huge long head pin. And in this case, I'm going to use a bead cap. I happen to love bead caps. To me, that's like a frame on the beautiful stone. So I'm putting on a bead cap, a bead, and another bead cap, and I'll make a simple loop. We've made lots of simple loops. I hope you all know how now. And the more you make them, the better you get at them. I make a 90-degree bend. I'm going to nip off the end of that. And it's just because I've made so many loops, I usually have a really good idea of how much to nip off. So if you need more specifics on how long a length to nip off, I usually say about 5/8 of an inch. Really, it's kind of an eye feel thing. But one thing's for sure, if you make it a little too long, no worries, because as you make the loop, like this, if it should be a little too long, you just nip off a little more. So no matter what, it's better to be too long than too short. So there's my little loop on the top of that. And that's the bottom of our earring, right there. Next, I'm going to put on this little square Celtic knot. I'm using an eye pin this time. Now, back in the day, I used to hate to buy eye pins because I thought, I can make that silly little eye. And not only that, but if I just use a piece of wire, this eye and this eye will be the same because I've made both of them. So if you're not really good at your loops yet, you might think about just using wire. Then your two eyes will be the same. But with an eye pin, you've got a manufactured eye, which is cool if you're good at making loops because you want the loop on the other side to look the same. True, if you're just making this for yourself, for a pair of earrings for yourself, nobody's really going to look. But if you want to be professional about it, and make sure that your product sells, you want to get as perfect as you can. So I'm going to nip off a little bit of that, about 5/8 of an inch. No, 3/8 of an inch? I don't know. I should get a ruler out and measure it for you. Okay, I'm going to grab the tip of that, roll it back, reposition my pliers, and roll it the rest of the way. And there's my loop, and hopefully it looks a lot like the loop on the bottom. It's a little bit bigger, but it's okay. We'll add that to the little string we're making here. I should say a little bit about Sodalite. I mean, it's a beautiful stone, and it also has some wonderful metaphysical properties, or so they say anyway. Are you intuitive, or are you a logical person? Because the Sodalite is supposed to unite your intuitive side and your logical side so that you're like double powers. It also helps to organize the mind. Maybe I need some more Sodalite in my life. So on this next link, I'm continuing the pattern, so to speak, except this time I've used a small orange Sodalite bead because I wanted to have different color in there. That's not a very orange one. Let's get a different one. I want one with more orange. That's got a lot of orange in it. There we go. And then a bead cap. And my blue Sodalite. And another bead cap. And then I'll get one more orange Sodalite on top of that. And again, time to make a simple loop. I fold it back against my thumbnail. And you can see this is just the right length already. I don't even have to trim it. Just going to grab my round nose pliers, roll it back, reposition, roll it again. And there is yet another link on our earring. Let me get that schmutz out of the way. And then last one is this smaller Celtic knot. I love these because they match or they're complementary, should we say. And they have a lot of metaphysical significance for you as well, for those people who are Celtic heritage. The continuous knot and Celtic knots are very neat. Oh, a little sneaky head pin got in. This is a 24 gauge head pin that snuck in there. I could feel the difference right away. You will too. Put that on there. And again, simple loop. Nip this off. About there. You notice I'm also making sure that that end does not fly out and get the cameraman. I'm nice that way. Okay, I'm going to roll this back, reposition, roll it again. Make sure those loops get completely closed, because there's nothing more embarrassing than having your earring fall apart because your loop wasn't closed properly. See, now that one is not perfectly closed, but you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to do that now. And now we're going to start put this earring together. And the first thing I'm going to put on the ear wire. And to do that, I open this loop as if it were a jump ring. Put it on my ear wire and then close the loop. And in the process of closing that, I'm also going to tighten it up so that I don't have any gap there like I had. There we go. Now it's a well-closed jump ring, or excuse me, well-closed loop. And that's all I have to do now. Keep building my string. You could do this in a different order if you like. You don't even have to do it the way I did it. Make it your own. Add the Sodalite for its metaphysical properties or for its beauty. Add the Celtic knots using your Sodalite for its metaphysical properties and its beauty. And the Celtic knots for their cultural significance. How's that? That was a great word. I love that. And look how easy a project this was. Your only skill you really need is how to make those simple loops. And there you have a beautiful Sodalite earring.